All right. With over 25 years living in the city of Abuja and 6 years since I bought my first property here in the city of Abuja and having over 29,000% on my investment with over 2 billion naira that was invested for clients, I can tell you that we've done all this not because of luck. We've not had any litigations. We've not had anybody dragging us for anything. Instead, we have people coming back and asking if we have other estates and other properties that they want to buy. I can tell you that this is as a result of professionalism and things that we have come to understand about the industry that keeps working and working. Here in this video, I'm going to be giving you 7 things that you need to understand if you're going to buy any property here in the city of Abuja. It's not just any property you should buy. There are 7 things you should have at the back of your mind. And the fourth one is something you definitely need to understand if you're ever going to be buying any property here in the city of Abuja. The first thing that I would want to say is you have to detach your emotions from your investment. I see a lot of people who are trying to buy properties. They want to buy in places where they are familiar with or places where they like. Maybe because they've lived in that place or because they've heard a lot of good things about that place. And I can tell you for free that that's not an investment strategy. You need to detach your emotions and that from the investment. And that takes me to the second thing that I want to say, and that is treat every real estate venture you're going into, a property you're buying, as an investment. Don't just buy. You need to understand that you're making an investment move, and so you have to think like an investor, and it's very, very important that you do that. Ask yourself, how should an investor think? Where investors buy low and sell high. So you should have an exit point. You should also understand that your securing your principal is utmost in the mind of an investor. This understanding that you don't just work with any developer. There is a reason why I'm constantly stressing this, because in the past I've seen a lot of people get themselves burnt. They buy property, yes, it may be legit, you're not running into any trouble, but they're in a lot of regrets, and that's because a lot of developers are just in it for the money, and they buy a piece of property. Once they take out the 25% that is mandatory for the development of that estate, the rest goes into building. There's no green area. There's nothing to make the prices or your investment worth the while. So when you get to estates where they've taken their time to do everything properly, provide green areas, provide schools where needed, provide all the necessary amenities, you see that the value of the properties in those estates go up, more than you would have gotten if you had gotten a property in an estate where they didn't take all these things into cognizance. And then the fourth thing, which is very, very important, is buy only FCDA approved titles or plots. It's very, very important. I cannot overemphasize this, because everything that is going on right now in the city of Abuja is as a result of this one point. A lot of people have bought into properties that were allocated to them duly by the area councils, and at the end of the day, they've gotten themselves in places where they wish they were not in, because at the end of the day, FCDA will come for these properties. And when they do, you may not like the outcome. And we've seen a lot of people cry, and many people are in court as a result, and they are not able to bring themselves out of the situation that they have placed themselves in. So the fifth point I would want to make is look out for areas that are in the municipal but not fully developed. So I'll give you an example of these kinds of areas. In Life Camp, for instance, we have Idogwari. In around Godo area, we have Apo, Wasa, we have Apo Tafia, and some other places. And around Lube, we also have the Centenary City, Kiami, and all these other places. These places right now are being massively developed. They are still within the municipal, and people are buying into them now and developing. They are not as expensive as the places that have already gotten massive development. So it's important that you look in those directions. The prices are fair. As an investor, you want to buy low and sell high. So it's very important that you look in those areas. Now, the sixth point I want to make is look at the area councils. The area councils can be a huge gem, especially for those who want to land bank. Right now, the current minister of the FCT is opening up the area councils, and a lot of people are going into the area councils for so many reasons. We now have alternative routes linking the area councils to Abuja, making it shorter to come in from them to the city of Abuja. So places like Kuje that used to be like up to 45 to 1 hour is now taking 15 minutes to come into town. The same thing is happening in Gwagwalada, and the same thing is also happening in Buhari. So it's important that you look in that direction, because as the area councils open up, we're expecting that massive development will come as government is bringing the necessary amenities. And as I speak to you, a lot of developers are also moving into these areas and providing services for those who would want to invest. Now, finally, the last thing that I want you to take as seriously as the title is work with a professional. It's very, very important that you do that. Work with a professional, because just going on your own to go get property without getting a professional to hold your hand, to verify the papers, to do all the due diligence that is required to get a property is like walking blindly into a park and expecting to pick a red car. It will not work when you cannot see. Your professional is the eyes that you have when trying to get a property. And that is why I'm here for you. I'll leave my contacts on this video. I'll leave my email. Contact me to get properties here in the city of Abuja, and I can promise you that it's going to be one of the best decisions you would ever make as an investor. Thank you very much, and don't forget I drop videos here every day. So subscribe to this channel, like, and let's keep the videos. Encourage this channel. Thank you.